This junk removal company has spent over $40,000 on Google Ads alone within the last 2 years. And I want to walk you through the account step by step and show you exactly what we've done to this campaign over this 2 years to be successful. So what we can see over here is the campaign is running at about $92 a day. It's currently limited by budget, and that is a good sign. If it's limited by budget, that means you have some more room to grow and expand, and Google wants you to increase your budget. If that makes sense for you, go ahead and do it. But in this specific example, what we're seeing is about 4,800 clicks over the last 2 years, about an 8.6% click-through rate, an $8 CPC, and about $40,000 spent in this time period. Now, the bid strategy we're using, and we haven't always been running this bid strategy. We used to run maximize clicks in the early year of this campaign. However, we switched over to portfolio bidding strategy, target CPA, and it has been very, very successful since changing to that. So that's something I do recommend. Our conversion rate is right at about 20%. Over the course of this time, I'd like to see that conversion rate in the junk removal space anywhere from about 17 to about 25%. Different markets will have different conversion rates. So if you're in a good competitive market, a lot of times that conversion rate can actually be higher compared to some more rural, local markets. Those are more trust oriented, so they're going to be doing some research and slower to make a decision. That's what we've noticed personally on the Google Ads end. So a 20% conversion rate on this specific account is really good. We're at about a 959 conversions over the last 2 years, and our cost per lead has been pretty steady at around $40 to $41. In the early year of running this campaign, we're actually lower at about $30 to $35, but cost per click has creeped up over time, which has caused this cost per lead to also go up. Now, this is a market where the cost per click is actually not too high. In a lot of markets for junk removal, the cost per click can get up to $15, $16, $17 in some areas. So this cost per click is fantastic. So what we're seeing in this campaign is we're running about 20 different ad groups. We've paused some over time. The reason being is either the lead quality wasn't very good or the cost per lead wasn't good. So we see something like cleanouts and getting cleanout leads for about $37. The reason why we paused this ad group, if I remember correctly, was due to the quality and actually branching out into a different campaign, a cleanout specific campaign. So we paused that. Same with construction debris. We noticed a lot of poor quality leads coming through. Lead cost was a little high. It was eating up the budget. So we went ahead and paused that. We never run any small items for a junk removal company. So if you're running this campaign, I wouldn't run furniture. I wouldn't run appliances. I wouldn't run mattresses. There's a lot of volume. It can eat at your budget. And the jobs are so small, and cost per lead, even at $47 or $34, $35, it may take 2 or 3 to close on one of those. And then you're only making $120. At the end of the day, we're running Google Ads to make money, so we went ahead and removed it. Same with pickup. So we can see here, cost per lead is lower than our average. However, the quality is really bad. So these are people looking for waste pickup. So this has been fine-tuned over time for this specific market, but we use a similar structure in all our junk removal Google Ads campaigns. And what you can see here is even though our target CPA is set extremely high at $110, our cost per lead is significantly lower. The reason why we haven't shifted this CPA is due to its performance being very, very good, and we don't want to change Google's. If something's working in Google, we don't want to change it. So we've got junk removal, junk hauling, and then we've got a dynamic junk removal ad group, which is very, very powerful. If you're not running dynamic search ads, highly recommend it. It can pick you up for more different terms that you haven't been showing up for. And it gets a really, really good cost per lead in a lot of markets that we've seen. If we go into the ad group specifically, our keywords that we're targeting are nothing crazy. They're nothing long tail. There's nothing that's kind of out of the ordinary. And so what we see here is junk removal phrase match, junk removal service, junk removal services. We have junk removal companies, Birmingham and Birmingham near me's. And what's surprising oftentimes is these near me terms, even though these are good quality search terms and RIs from the advertiser, a lot of times we notice that this cost per lead for near me terms are actually a little bit higher. So in some accounts, we've actually completely removed them or paused them temporarily to see if we can allocate other budget to other places to see if lead costs will come down a little bit. That's kind of what we're seeing on our end on what's making this campaign successful is just the keywords we're targeting as well as the search terms. So if we go to say today, give us a good idea of what kind of search terms we're getting here, right? So junk removal, Birmingham, debris removal, hauling. We do have some furniture in there, which we don't necessarily want. This specific client doesn't mind the furniture. We don't want to target it though for the ad group. For, I would say 90% of companies, I would recommend completely removing and adding this as a negative keyword, just adding the word furniture as a negative so you're not spending or wasting any money on those terms. If you guys got any use out of this video, you guys got a tidbit to help you with your campaign, you guys are looking for help with your junk removal Google Ads campaign, looking for better results, seeing if somebody can help you out, feel free to reach out to us at max-conversion.com.